So hi, I'm Stephan Janssen. I'm here at DevNexus, and I'm excited to actually interview Yakov Fain. Yakov, welcome to DevNexus.
Nice being here, of course.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking here about?
First of all, it's my third DevNexus.
Your third one already?
Yeah,
wow.
And this time I was talking about using standard APIs such as REST services and the auth authorization for IoT devices.
Wow, that's a lot of buzzwords there.
It's not only the buzzwords. In the United States, a couple of months ago, the Senate started working on a proposition to make the United States of America like the leading country in the IoT. So it's not a buzzword anymore. I mean, know how...
I'm teasing, I'm just
No, I understand.
joking.
Usually Forrester or Gartner, they create a buzz saying how many trillions dollars you and me will make. But this looks to serious.
Yeah.
It's a big business, and the country wants to be upfront.
And are you focusing on any specific devices like Raspberry Pis, or is it
no? The whole idea is to be hardware agnostic, and we want to integrate consumer devices that you can buy in stores into your business application written in Java, JavaScript, and the likes.
Okay.
So in particular, I'm a partner in two companies. One of them is producing a software for insurance business. And there is a special workflow where a paramedic visit people who want to apply for insurance, and they need to do some measurements, such as blood pressure, weight. So what we did, we created a POC, and I was showing the live demo yesterday, actually, where the person measures the blood pressure, which automatically goes to the server of the device, and our server, our application, pulls the data from that device and automatically puts the data into the form that insurance agent is supposed to fill in.
Yeah.
So basically the idea is not to learn the protocols of any particular device, because we don't know what's going to come up next, but use REST. We used REST API, we used auth for authorization, and it works nicely.
Yeah. And over HTTPS as well, probably.
Over HTTPS, of course, right?
But I mean, there's not really any difference if you're now doing IoT or you do it for a big EC2 instance. I mean, the concepts are the same.
The concept is the same, and I can tell you more. I see some similarities with what we went through like 15 years ago. If you remember when web services came out, why they were introduced, because many large enterprises created a bunch of different software in their proprietary languages, in COBOL, PL, you name it, Java, C, and they wanted to expose their data, to show their data to public, certain data. So they had to come up with a standard. And now I see a similar situation when a company creates a device, they create a device and immediately they publish API for developers.
Yeah.
And typically it's REST API and auth authorization.
Yeah. Well, what you're also seeing these days is that they're starting to add that into the microservices space as well, right? There's a really big movement there as well.
I mean, how big is the service? In our case, it's definitely microservices. I want to write an application that will go and grab two numbers, high and low pressure, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the other device is weight. So.
Okay, cool, interesting. So another thing, let's switch gears here. I mean, you're a Java champion. You're very active in the Java community.
Right.
You write quite a few books as well, and I mean, you've built or written a very nice book for children to learn Java. You made even a course on parlays about that as well.
I will.
But I think you told me you're working on a new book. Can you talk a bit more about
Actually,
that?
I just finished all the drafts for the second edition for my Java book.
Yeah.
It's Java, they call it Java 24-hour trainer. It was a successful book 4 years ago, and it's Wiley and Rox. They offered me to write a second edition, and what's good about this book, it comes with a very nicely produced videos. So every lesson, it structures this lesson, so it's good for teacher, for professors, and for anybody. And every lesson has a video created very professionally. It's not me.
Yeah.
That illustrates the concept, so it should be nice. I mean, I like it. When I started working on this second edition, I thought I'll be small changes here and there about Java 8, but I rewrote like a half of the book over there.
Yeah.
And the second project is for No Starch Press. This is for kids. No Starch has a bunch of different books already out for kids. and this one is for Java. Java is kind of tough for kids to start on their own, so maybe for now the working title is Java for Kids, but maybe we'll change it like Teach Your Kid Java or something like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like it's geared toward kids. It has cartoon characters in there. I am using examples that kids can relate to.
What we see, like also with the DevOps for Kids thing, is that we are doing Minecraft modding, and of course that's written in Java. They start with Eclipse and so on, and that's also a very nice guerrilla way to get children into Java, right? Because they need to change a few numbers here and there, but before you know it, they're changing objects and they want to know more, etc. So
right, but your kids, the kids that you're talking about are probably smaller. How old are they?
It's between 8 and 14.
Right, and
ranges...
I am the next. I am targeting the next segment, like from 12 and above.
Okay, yeah. So
and
really more in depth and.
I was talking to Arun Gupta, and he was suggesting that I should try to make a tutorial and workshop for DevOps for Kids, and I will definitely do, because the book is written, and based on that book, I just need to find time and make it a workshop.
Yeah. Cool.
I obviously probably will get in touch with you again to find out your experience with dealing with kids in this regard.
Yeah, well, Arun is a great contact to have. I mean, he's doing very similar things in the US like we are doing in Europe. So
how popular it is in Europe? The kids want to learn?
Oh yeah, it's really hot. And one constant you see is that they're all addicted to Minecraft. Any city, any country you go to, they're completely really focused. That's why Arun also wrote a book about it. I mean, together with his son, actually.
Okay.
But it's a great way to actually, it's a gaming type of way to learn Java. I mean, that's really, for me, that's the golden ticket. So it's definitely something you should keep your eyes open on.
Yeah, in my opinion, Java is not difficult. Especially, again, if your kid is 12 or older, I don't think that if this kid starts studying programming, they should try to use some languages that are not being used in the real world. So Java is good enough, in my opinion.
Yeah. Cool. So, I think we will wrap it up with this one, and we keep it short and sweet. But Yakov, thank you for your time.
Thank you for inviting me.
See each other at the next event, I guess.
Definitely. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.